Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Tonight on the show, we are taking a look at Rangerman's Aggro Guildsworn. He shared this deck with us, and he had quite a success with it on ladder. I did test it on ladder, didn't work out too well for me. Mostly because, in my opinion, in today's meta, face-hugging decks are no longer viable. Well, except Karkanzul's one. But you've seen on the stream, even Karkanzul's deck suffers sometimes. We did 3 wins, 3 losses. I continued afterwards a couple of matches off stream, and I did manage to get like 7 wins and 3 losses. But still, Karkanzul's deck, I don't know, they're imbued with Karkanzul magic. Rangerman's Aggro Guildsworn is basically built upon the same idea. You trade early on, and then, as per Rangerman's notes, you then start swinging big stuff. The problem with doing that is if you're playing against mid-range, you're going to have a surprise. If you're playing against aggro, that's a very good tactic. If you're playing against mid-range, you'd probably want to go face, but that's also problematic because there's prophecies and there's all sorts of things that, you know, you can't expect the unexpected. So, I'm going to play this a bit on casual. If you guys enjoy how the deck is built, feel free to test it out yourselves and leave notes if you find any improvements. Hopefully it will do good in casual. So we've got Crown Quartermaster, Dagoth Dagger, Execute, Brewer Profiteer, 5th Legion Trainer, Guildsworn Apprentice, Orclan Captain, Rift Thane, Shining Saint, Stormcloak Vanguard, Wardcrafter, Crusaders Assault, Daggerfall Mage, Smarch Crusader, Golden Initiate, Lalo Sharpshooter, Manic Jack, with Manic Mutation, Raiding Party, Cloudrest Illusionist, Dawnbreaker, Lightning Bolt, Sentinel Battle Mace, Ulfric's Housecarl, Varan Aquilarius, Divine Fervor, Haffinger Marauder, Underworld Vigilante, Lyris Titanborn, Syl, and Ancano. I only managed to win like 1 game on ranked with it. And in my defense, I'm at Tribunal Control, and there's no Withered Hand Cultists in here. You probably want to have that if you're going to play it on ladder, I think. And the rest of the matchups were against mid-range decks. Sorcerer, mid-battle mage, and Dagoth. One small note from Rangerman, you could actually swap something, like maybe Haffinger Marauder, because you've got plenty of reach and plenty of stuff. Remove the Haffinger Marauders and replace them with Earthbone Spinners. Yeah, more silence. Against mid-range decks, mid-range decks, you definitely need more silence. So this is the deck. This is how it is built. It's still in its natural form. I haven't modified anything, and I'm going to take it out for some spins on casual. See maybe in some different setups how it performs, because ladder currently is plagued by mid-range. You all know the deal. Alright, and for our first game, playing against Scout. Let's see our cards. I'm gonna throw them all away. There's nothing that we can drop early on. Okay, this turned into a bit more good. You've seen the curve. Like, this deck has a lot of 2 costs and a lot of 3 costs. On stream, happened the same thing with Karkanzul's deck. I kept drawing the big stuff. I don't know why. Okay, Skimmer Underboss. We'll have to trade into that. But let's give it Ward first. Trade favorably. As Rangerman said, we're following this ad literam. If that thing switches lanes, then it's a bit bad. I will drop Ulfr Kaskar, and I will draw one card. Another execute, so I've got 2 execute. Nothing to use them on. Well, hopefully, my opponent's deck involves like some form of Fighters Guild Recruit or something similar, so I can use my executes on. Squish the Wimpy. Interesting. Well, my opponent doesn't know that I have a Vanguard in hand. Stormcloak Vanguard is a very good card. Even for 2-cost 1/1. Charge gives you the upper hand in some situations. Like you can remove something from the board. And you also get, in return, a 4-cost 5/5 Stormcloak Battalion. Completed contract. Brotherhood Sanctuary. Okay, this is a Sanctuary Scout deck. A Slay Sanctuary Scout deck. I could do some interesting stuff. But I want to lay down as many creatures as possible. So I'm going to draw some more cards. And I'm going to also be laying down Shining Saint. Now, it doesn't have an immediate value, at least for me. Maybe Shining Saint would have been better if I was able to play it before. I could have traded in and get rid of that big boy. Shadow marking. Okay, so he's looking for stuff. So that was the downplay. The good play is I got another piece on the board, and because of the 5th Legion trainer, it got a 3 attack. So I now have 13 damage on the board. Yep, that's 13 damage on the board. And I also have a Dawnbreaker and a Lightning Bolt in hand. I can't play them both, but I sure can play Execute and Dawnbreaker or Lightning Bolt. I will try to push for lethal, mainly because Scout does not have access to many prophecies. So in case I do hit a prophecy like a Fighters Guild Recruit, I have Execute, but that's not the case. Too much damage, too much reach. Yeah, it was game over pretty fast. And we're continuing. See if we manage to get a matchup. Maybe with a mid-battle mage, but a Tribunal. I've met a Tribunal on ladder, and it kicked my ass. Let's see if this will be the case here as well. Nothing to lay down. I can lay down a Guildsworn Apprentice. We'll draw a card. Raiding Party. Oh, that's actually great. We could use those later on. Let's hit some more face and Manic Jack. If Manic Jack is not dead next turn, until next turn, we can add a ward on it. Galen. in my opinion, if you're playing against fast decks, you kind of want to put anything between you and your opponent's army. Yeah, maybe that wouldn't have mattered anyway, but still, it would have been a target for me to consider. Now, with that Galen in the Shadow Lane, I can basically ignore it. And that's a problem, because if you cannot outrace the aggressive deck, you can't play reactive either. You're not outracing, but you're not reacting. You're setting yourself up for a lot of problems. Even though Manic Jack has been silenced, we have plenty of stuff to do. Now, if we think correctly, we might see a nice storm next turn. But there wasn't anything that I could have summoned anyway, so. As anticipated, Ice Storm on cue. Okay. I think we want to start reaching out. We've taken our opponent pretty low on the HP scale, so him playing reactive and me dealing damage each turn is actually going to turn quite nicely. Fortunately, there's nothing that I can summon to reach this turn. I'm gonna force my opponent to just maybe drop another Ice Storm. I don't think he'll waste an Ice Storm for 2 creatures. Okay. Barlitza's Thinkering. And what could the second transformation be? Oh, that hurt a bit. So, Devious Bandit. Okay, so deal 3 damage, gain 3 HP, and Bandit gets all the pilfer abilities from all your pilfering cards. I will go for face. Doesn't matter anymore, apparently. Good game. Too bad it wasn't Control Tribunal. And the final game that we are going to play tonight. I know you guys are actually bored. Because I keep saying that it's pretty late and have to go. But it is indeed pretty late, and I do really have to go. So, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but this is just a piece of information that maybe I did share in the past, or I didn't, but I'm going to share it now. So, my time, my available time that I can spend in the game and recording altogether is very limited. My only time frame available for actually playing like ladder and stuff and recording is just 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour and a half maybe. But it's just 1 hour, and it's between 11 PM and midnight. And after that I have to get to bed. So during this time, my only free hour in the day, I record content for you guys. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I like to do it. It's my way of expressing myself, and it has helped me a lot with speech and with I don't know, strategy, with social skills. I'm interacting with you guys on a daily basis, and I think that's great. I mean, I'm happy. Hope you guys are the same, and hope you guys feel the same. And please excuse me if sometimes I do miss on a couple of videos. Miss meaning like there will be like a day or two in which I will be unable to post. Most likely during that day I'll be pretty much dead. dead tired. Don't imagine stuff. Okay, this is tricky. This is a tricky puzzle here. How do I get out on top? I'm gonna play LOL Sharpshooter. And that gives me one magicka to play Execute. Let's get rid of that Mortal Gatekeeper. And 5th Legion Trainer still gets to live for one more turn, hopefully. Depends if my opponent plays like Skaven Pyromancer, then it's dead. But I did get the buffs, which is good. Yeah, so back to our pep talk. Sometimes it's difficult after I get home and do all the chores and stuff. I feel like, you know, laying down for 5 minutes in the bed, but I'm perfectly aware that if I sit those 5 minutes in bed, when I wake up, it'll probably be a morning already. So if I miss a day, it's probably because I was really tired and I couldn't even hold my phone up. Okay, let's deal some damage, draw some cards. Okay, that's good. That's a lightning bolt. We have Uncano as well. 7 magic and next turn we can play Sentinel Battle Mason, maybe Crusader's Assault 2. Depends how my opponent will trade here. I mean, it's pretty obvious he'll go for the 5th Legion Trainer. Otherwise, it'll be kind of bad. Okay, 7 magicka. What to do? I want to keep my stuff alive as well, so I'm going to play Cloudress Illusionist, and I'm going to apply the effect in the field lane, reducing that creature's 4 attack to just 0. And I can basically use the Steel Dagger to remove it from the board. No creatures lost. And I get to keep my guard here. Alright, so we also have a 4-body down in the field lane as well. I'm going to trade here favorably, and I'm going to draw another card, which is East March Crusader. Next turn it's 8 magic. I can drop Uncano, I can drop Sentinel Battle Mace and Lightning Bolt. That's that's even better than Uncano because it's 8 damage accumulated. 8 damage. That's 1 damage per magicka spent. It's pretty insane. As opposed to Uncano being an 8 cost and dealing only 5 damage, but the advantage of that is that you have a creature on board for next turn, which is another 5 magicka. So that's 10 in total. 10 in total. So it would be better. The only disadvantage is that you lay down the creature and it can't attack. You have to wait one more turn. But for bursts, Sentinel Battle Mace combined with Lightning Bolt 8 damage is pretty good. And my opponent is down to 16 and I think I have lethal, no problems. But I will get rid of stuff. And I'm gonna keep Arcana for reach. Let's deal some damage. Goodbye. And that's exactly why I didn't go for face in the first place. These damn prophecies, man. Yeah, so I would have been left... I didn't actually calculate, but... This is the second prophecy that I hit. And it's another javelin. So imagine this. Me attacking and leaving my opponent with just... I don't know, 3 HP, unable to capitalize, and all those creatures, and probably whatever is in hand, and plus the rune breaks. I think I broke 3 runes in total. No, just no, I broke 2 runes. Yeah. So if this was not the case, my opponent having a crappy hand. You can easily lose. So you have to play mid-range sometimes. You have to know when to do, what to do. So yeah, this was a good game as well. So I could say in casual it performs well. On ladder it still needs some more work. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.